Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Banished with the Colonial Charter mod. So I've been busy. Since you were last here, I've actually carried on playing for a bit. Largely to kind of get over a repetition hump, I think is the best way to describe it, of getting a few things sorted out that desperately needed doing, in the hope that we could get cracking on something a little bit more progressive. Anyway, I'll give you a quick tour of what's been accomplished. So, I've doubled up on my windmills, largely because the amount of wheat coming in was starting to get a bit silly. So, yes, wheat is going well. Likewise, over here with the kind of the farmland, the livestock area, I've expanded this. So, chickens, the cows, the bison, the cows, the llamas. I've doubled up on cows, largely to keep my dairy topped up and producing, because hard tack bread is no longer good enough for my people. No, they want real bread with real butter. Likewise, butchers. I've got some butchers on the go, and they're butchering. It's all good. I need some more livestock in generation in order to properly benefit from this all being set up. But that can wait. It's not the end of the world that's not happening now. I want to just stick there we go. Top my foresters up. So then we come over to the area that is ripe for redevelopment, and you're going to need to brace yourself, because I have been busy. I've started to set things in motion. So we've got this rather picturesque hedge going on here, which is it's quite pleasant. It uses quite a lot of stone, which is less than ideal, but given that I cobble everything, I'm not too uncomfortable about that. So we've got road either side of the hedge for style purposes and nothing else. I was going to stick. Let's just quickly put this in place now. I was going to stick a well in there just so that when it all catches fire and tries to burn down, we don't lose out on everything. But likewise, given that this, zoom out a touch, given that this area is going to be a kind of a hub for the town, and then I'll replicate that with further hubs in the future. I wanted to make sure that we had, a lot of stuff kind of pre-provisioned is what I wanted to have set up. So we've got our oil press going on here. I'm trying to figure out how to make lamp oil, which I understand you do in an oil press. The oil press begs to differ. Oh no, it's there, but you have to have blubber. So so at the moment I'm making olive oil, well, vegetable oil, I guess, which I may trade out if it doesn't go anywhere. We got the tailors, that's on the go there, and then a barn to store a few bits and pieces. A small market to service the area, and a blacksmith, because blacksmiths are our thing these days. And I'm trying to do this in a way that keeps it fairly simple for major supplies to actually get through. Yes, we are going through a bit of a death wave at the moment. One thing I noticed I guess I played for probably 90 minutes, but one of the things I noticed was, having recovered from the tools shortage relatively quickly, I now run out of tools in a wave, so everybody runs out of tools at the same time. That's problematic, but I do have enough stored up now to outfit everybody immediately, and I'm going to let that stockpile build up. Bit of a shortage on lumber, bit of a shortage on stored fuel. I seem to have difficulty getting furnace fuel distributed anywhere near fast enough, so I need to have a look at that too. Anyway, there we go. That's pretty much the progress we've got. Oh, I built another mine. There we go. Yeah, that's just the other thing. Got a third mine up with another blacksmith, just to kind of sledgehammer the victory over tool shortages. A couple more bridges put in. That's about your lot. Okay, all right, good. We all up on the same page. So right now what I'm doing is I'm going to try effectively moving businesses that I've got, industries I guess, that I've got set up in this section and transferring those over into this perimeter. Likewise, I need to plan out for another bank of 6. In fact, let's get that moving now, because then at least I've got my measuring stick in place. Right. There we go. 1 and 2 and... Is that right? Is that right? There. 3 and 4, 5, 6. And then I want to show you a thing that I've been doing on the trade side of things, because I think there will be some of you who approve. And this occurred to me in a fairly ridiculous fashion, but in hindsight, I should have thought of it earlier. Right, let's pause all of these, because I'm not actually going to build them. So one of the reasons that I ran low on tools in the first place, let's pause. I want to get all of this done, and then we shall go talk to the trader. Yes, one of the reasons I ran low on tools was I started producing coal in order to try and kickstart the production of joists, so I could get my building area going, or whatever it's called. Construction? No, it's not. It's something else. We'll go and have a quick look before we talk to the trader. There you go, and then down there. And then we'll have our end column, this bit, the equivalent, will run across there for 3, which will take it to around here. Seal it up, we'll get as close to the coast as we can, as a shoreline, not coast. And then ta-da! And progress and celebration and things. So yes, okay, so that's the broad shape of things. Unpause again. Oh, pausing made it less cheerful. There we are, right. Yes, this chap over here, there we go, building supplier. Still needs another 4 joists. Anyway, this brings me on to trade. Now, what I've started doing with trade is I've set bone meal, which I'm producing loads of, feathers, candles, all of this stuff, along with cotton and flour. Basically stuff that is recurring. I'm now sticking out here for trade. Now let's have let's buy 3,000 fruitcake and trade them 1,000 cotton and 1,000 flour for the privilege. Right, trade it. Make people a little bit more cheerful with regards to their foodstuffs. But likewise, I trade similar materials that I've got a surplus of for the odds and ends that make life just that little bit more bearable. Yes, I'm not going to suggest for a moment that this is some kind of revolutionary genius scheme. No, it really isn't. It's pretty damn obvious when it comes down to it. But hey, look, it's working. The other thing I wanted to do is give up on silkworms, because it's not. That's just not happening. I tried. I've got mulberries on the go. Silkworms aren't happening. I'm not currently that desperate for silk. When the time comes that I am that desperate for silk, I'll figure it out. But at the moment, I'll get over it. Now, what are you short of? Cloth. I'm sure I've got a weaver somewhere. I've got a weaver somewhere making cloth. I also now keep the town hall open, save me having to stroll over there. See, I've got 8 cloth. But I'm stoned if I can figure out where the hell I'm making it. That's just trading. I don't know. Anyway, you know, we'll suss this out together as we press on. So right now it's all about moving the things that are in the way. Hello, you, and putting them somewhere more useful, so they're no longer in the way. Likewise, before I hit this kind of population deficit that I've got going on at the moment, deficit, it's not the right word. Shortage. I've got a shortage at the bottom end of my population, which could cause problems. That I'm certain. I don't know. Maybe. Now these guys are all sort of middle-aged, but they're all of kind of breeding age. So there's a lack of housing for people who are likely to actually bring new children into the mix. And that could cause some difficulty. So what I really want here is some furnishings. What the hell is a furnishing? If I click on that, will it tell me? No, it's just a resource that needs to be gathered. Terrific. Well, I'll do that then, shall I? Yeah, marvellous. Likewise, over here in the orchard facility, I've set up a couple of key barns. Partly because, looking at them from the reverse angle, it looks kind of cool. Right? See? Yes. Alright, cool is maybe an overstatement of the thing, but I think there's functionality there that is kind of handy. Right, so I've got a bakery that I need to move to start with, but I am reluctant currently to start building in a significant fashion because I'm having a bit of difficulty getting my resources running fluidly. Let's bash that in there. Maybe a couple of new houses. Again, I don't really want to do it because my population's in kind of a sweet spot that is working okay for me. But I don't think I've got a choice in the matter. Let's just put another couple of quayside houses up. As expensive as they are for resources, I've not noticed that before. Right, where are your stilts there, chum? There you go. If we were to stick, can we... No? About there? We'll put one here. Yeah, I mean, and basically this kind of... And this will be the area that I really go to town in terms of placing key buildings. Just to kind of theme the area, I think, apart from anything else, before we get to this incredibly regimented and just frankly stuffy sort of, well polished but highly effective area. 48 vegetable oil. Now, where can I use vegetable oil? I was suspecting, do you fancy making some garlic bread? No. No, I don't know where it's going to get used. Maybe people will take it home and use it there. But I know that, this is partly due to me working with version 5.5 of this mod rather than version 6, which is the latest. And I think that might be holding me back some. Now, I have been using... hold on. Okay, hedging. Let's just get this plumbed in, shall we? There we are. That's the other thing I've noticed with these hedges is they don't register that you've already got one booked. In fact, I'm not going to build any more than that. I want to make sure these link up. If they don't, we'll try that again. And once again, I'm at a point where I've got too many flaming people waiting for stuff to be built. Nomads. Hello, chaps. I've got the nomad hotline here. Get out. I might not be interested in having them join the town, but I don't want to leave them hanging around going, will they, won't they let us in? No, we won't. There you go. That's the straightforward answer to your question, my friend. The one thing I don't have that is maybe desirable is I haven't got any form of, religious shrineage going on. And I think that might be worth doing in order to kind of up people's cheeriness. But anyway, what I was going with trading, and I kind of alluded to that already, is that obviously with a surplus of wheat and flour and cotton, I can trade to get the blubber I need in order to make lamp oil, because I need 150 lamp oil to there you go, 120 lamp oil in order to get this quarry rocking and a-rolling once more. I could also do with another bundling shed, given that the fuel refinery isn't making enough fire bundles. Where's my fire bundle abode? Is it these chaps? No, you're making rope. You're making bees? Where's my fire bundler? I've definitely got one around here somewhere. Glassworks, brickworks, fuel refinery. I've definitely got one. Where are we? Fire bundler. Bundler? Is he a bundler? No, he's not. Is he a fire bundler? He is up there. I've got two of them. Two people bundling fire into a bundle. And yeah, and I need more than that. Oh, maybe they're up here. That would be a good one to move early. Because the other thing that I'm currently kind of thinking of doing, because some of these are, this is just the kind of the byproduct of where I set up to begin with, and while it's all fine and dandy, it's messy. All right, so I've started squaring off to make kind of a dockside here, and we're going to L shape around there. But it occurred to me that actually there's nothing to stop me squaring off here as well, apart from these shore houses. And I don't think I've got a shortage of reeds. We just want to figure out who's coming here and who is picking these reeds up. If anyone. It'll wait. Let's go and talk to the trader. Pigs and ducks. Nope, not at the moment. Yeah, so I've even been trading out my my surplus goods for additional money, because at some point someone will go like, "You want to trade me cotton?" Yeah, well that's mighty fine of you and all, but we just aren't interested. So yeah, so where possible, I'm buying currency as well, because a silver pfennig is acceptable in just about every establishment in the known world. Okay, right, so foresters, did I get that built yet? No, I didn't. I got a real shortage of getting things done. 6 logs, dearie me. And this is partly why I played forward a little anyhow, was to make it so that you weren't bogged down in watching waiting happen. Yeah, they stand alone. Right, that's rubbish. We have to use the one that links up. Right, remove these. Yeah, done with it. No, don't need any of this. You lot, get rid of it. Go on, get them shot. Maybe you're going to see them as resources. This, no, kill it. I want to get rid of it. What have we got here? Reclaim, maybe. Stop removal of resource and stop destroying the building. Oh, no. No, I want you to... I'm not... it's... Oh, there we go. Well, they're flagged correctly now, anyway. Cancel is what I want here. Cancel the build. Yes. Clear that. Get rid of it. Let's put the right one up. I noticed that, you know, I'm going, oh, I'm ever so short on wood. They go like, well, we'll just put this hedge up for you first. Can I go, well, yes, that's nice. It's very attractive and what have you, but when it comes down to it, you know, some wood would be helpful. Literally, very helpful. So, yes, I was using this one. Or was I? I'm sure I was using that one. What's this one? Customized hedges. That's what I was using. Ah, nuts. Okay, right, good. Cancel. Cancel the build on that one. Cancel that. No, not cancel removal. Cancel building. Yes. Remove all of these resources. And while you're at it, cancel everything. Is there anything else that I could possibly... And while you're about it, remove the roads. What are you now hitting? Okay, no, wait. Yes. 70% demolished. Well, I'll be the judge of that. No, there we go. Good, excellent. Yeah, cool. Right, I just need that one cancelling as well. In fact, it looks like it already has been. So, right, let's get that marked back in. Custom hedge. Tight half hedge. No, just a custom hedge. 1 block. No. Oh, what's going on here? Well, no, don't rebuild it. Just cease. I want it... How? Just get... Delete. No? Not so much. Well... What else could we do here? Collect stone? No. It's got to be... Get rid of it. Ah, that looks promising. Get rid of it. No, you're building this now. No, don't build it. Reclaim it. Anything but build it. Right, you see, you know, you push buttons and you get carried away and things don't go according to anything. Right, let's see if that works a little better. These things are being sent to try me repeatedly. Ah, look, more houses up. Good. Now, you people, make some more children. I mean, you may be a little old to be thinking children at this time of your lives, but don't let that put you off. Because I need to keep the population coming through in good order. I think I can also afford to... No, you're not of the same stylist. There we go. You are, though. Yeah, right. You're of the same stylistic aesthetic going on there. So let's plumb in one more. And yes, it is a little bit shanty-like. But people like that. This is a small, neighbourly, close-knit community. That's what I'm selling it as in the brochure, and people will go for it. I'm certain of it. Right, let's... Yeah, we're not getting anywhere in terms of actually removing stuff, so I might as well get these shore houses set up. 2, 3... Right about there. Now that's a lot of shore housework, but it means that I can remove all of the ones that I've got already, and they are fairly inexpensive when it comes to actually creating them. So I'm pretty much flipping all of everything that I've got over here. I'm flipping it over this side instead, and with that land freed up, we'll do something a little bit more spectacular with it. Now, I mean, the one thing that we're not getting, and here we are, 30 or so episodes into this jaunt, and what is going on here? Do I click and drag? Is that how I did it before? I find it very hard to believe. That's a hedge tip. I think that potentially is the problem. Yes, that's what I want. All right, okay, gang, new plan. Remove all of this stuff again. I know you've got other work to be getting on with, but yeah, just, you know, get rid of it all. And then I'm not going to do anything with hedges. I don't know. I've pressed the button often enough. Something will happen, I'm sure. Yeah, go on, reclaim it. There is I can use the flatten land tool in order to get that to work, but frankly, I'd rather they just, you know, they'd rather just did as they were told and got rid of this stuff. Right, look, I've given you every remove command I can think of. Just remove it, and then I'll set the hedge up correctly in a minute. Probably when everything else has been built. Ah, the foresters are done. Good. Right. What do we want to, who do we want to put out of work? We're still pretty good for mining. Let's try that. We can probably, I can't drop a stone cutter because we are perilously short on stone. Although, some of these guys are working for no reason at all, given that their quarry is actually out of action at the moment. And then let's leave a couple of spare labourers. So, yeah, so there we go. Absolutely no progress today. You're welcome there, Internet. What do we got? Ah, now you're talking. Lamp oil, yeah, I'll take it. I want 10 of that. Hull components, might need it at some point, but not today. Steel tools, yes. Charcoal, I can probably use that too. 400 iron, yeah, I'll come back to it. 300 coal, 300, yes, I'll take it. Rugs, they're a bit pricey for what they are. Healing broth, no, I trust in my own healing folk. Right, 4950. I mean, the other benefit of doing this, of course, is that I free up some of my own storage space. In fact, you know what? Let's stick the whole of the crown jewels up for sale, and then buy everything we can. Yeah, see, they're not interested in flour. That's what I was referring to. Right, I've got 4,300. I've got 6,700 to play with. Let's have the whole components. Let's have the iron. What else? Coke fuel. Sounds good. Take it. 440 left. Should buy some carpets. Bit of firewood, maybe. Yeah, let's go with a bit of firewood. 440. That's what? 250. No, that's 1,000. You nana. For it's 110. Yeah. Trade it. Good. Right. So yeah, I just got a whole bunch of really good stuff in. All of which is useful and will drive me forward in exchange for a bunch of stuff that was using up space. And this will make... what else could you do here? I can make cannons. Well, other than, you know, putting my own useless builders to death, I don't see a need for cannons at present. But if we can get that coal over here to the joistery, then we're talking. Meanwhile, look, all of these shore houses have been made. This is what happens when you stop watching. Right, I need some clay, I need some sand, I need reeds, I need more reeds, and I need some more. What do we say here? Clay and clay. Let's go with clay. There we are. Right, and then we go to our existing shore houses. Your clay, your reeds, and your reeds. Right, and we just get rid of them like this. And then when we do so, the pre-existing trained expert shore persons will hop over to shiny new shore facilities. That's the scheme. That's the plan. What are you making? Reeds. Well, you're not anymore. You're not. You're homeless. Get out. And actually, you know, when it came to things like shore people and what's the other one? Farms, maybe to an extent. Fishing, certainly. I don't see why they can't live on the premises. Could just be me. Live in the scent of fish. Right, now, I've just killed 4 of those shore doodahs. So where's the rest of them? Because I only built 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See? Oh, hold on. What are you making? Sand. Alright. Well, that's 2 of everything. Perfect. There I say. Absolutely spot on. And you are on something. You were on something. You're no longer on that. Well, there we go. This is all good. So there we go. Instant relocation. Now, it's already set up, fortuitously, with a couple of barns ready to receive something. Quite how they've got barrels over here is beyond me. The Cooper is over the other side of town. It's called a Cooper. Right. Reclaim. Reclaim. You take a wild guess. Right, I want all of this clobber back again so I can build it properly. Don't make me use the super button on you. Close this window. Is there not like a cancel construction or something like that? Remove roads. Let's remove the road, if it is a road. And the resources, such as they are. Oh, you're just there to annoy me. There will be a reckoning, and you will be the ones reckoned. So, yeah, as you can see, I mean, what are we talking about here? 45 of a population of 225, plus 45, it's 270, Yeah, 45 out of 270 are of child/student age. It's a bit of a concern. It leads me to believe I might have a distinct shortage of working folk in the future. Anyway, that's what we'll look at next time. Right, there we go. That's the bakery booked in for building. That's what we say alliteratively. Thank you very much for watching today. I've been Colonel Failure. So, yeah, a little light on progress, but hopefully you can see the direction that I'm going in. What are you here? Hospital. Ah, you're way too big. Yeah, an apothecary. No. A herbalist. Too big. What have we got going on over here? Cemetery. No. Lots of cemeteries. An abbey. A little parish house. All of this is too big. I want something little, something dainty. A tailor leads precious little more than a shed. What about my ropery? Can I get that in here? Nope, can't do it. What about on the end? Can get it on the end. Okay, fine. We'll do that. So there we go. That means I can move my ropey and my baker, and everything will be fine. Tune in next time and see how we get on. I'm not going to skip forward unless I absolutely have to, because you know the unexpected is the bit of this that's fun, because progress is all is evidently quite a bit back and forth and back and forth. Maybe I just do that. Maybe I just leave it there. And if we go back to it, I don't think that's working. I think, let's pull out the super button. You usually save before pulling out the super button. Yeah, how bad can it be? No? Oh, what about here? Maybe because there's nothing to flatten. Oh, fudgesicles. Look, I just want to bulldoze this stuff. Structure is being removed. Ah, right. It is just toggle it, and it's scheduled for demolition. Right, smashing. That's where we'll leave it. Thank you very much for watching today. Chugs a like on this one. We've still got exciting things going on, and hopefully at some point I'll be able to evolve further. Cole's turned up, making some joists. I've been Colonel Failure. Subscribe if you've not done so already to avoid missing out on future exciting developments. I'll catch up with you very soon. Cheerio.